What up, everyone? Apparently, I screwed up on how I was going to be doing the camera range. I thought I had us with the episode card up first, but here we are. I'm professional. We're all professional here. Um, so, we are now going to be starting up here our next episode of Roses in the Dark, episode 6. Bits of bookkeeping. We are down one of our regular players today, having to do some other stuff away. So they're going to be guarding the doors. Uh, we're going to be talking about possibly having someone in for another player range. Fingers crossed soonish. But had to talk with him on that. Other bookkeeping stuff. Nothing off the top of my head. Who wants to do the recap?
So, last time we made it to the manor, spent some time planning on how to do the assault, and the plan went well for far longer than we expected. Inevitably, shit hit the fan, and it has been made apparent after we have eliminated some of the guards that we are in. Um, they got off a shout, but we have cleared out the sleeping quarters and one side of the manor, and we'll be continuing our search and assault for the false duke.
These cross. I'm going to move my tablet in front of me because we have combat stuff coming up for us. Combat's fun. So, yeah, you guys are just came through the uh, one of these sets of servants' quarters for the manor. There is this area is a bit corpsey right now.
No idea why.
What do you guys? Where do you guys want to go? What do you want to do?
Shame we don't have a necromancer.
Yeah, none of you are that close to the purple rose.
Well, since we started and the alarm has been, the place has been alerted, let's get out of here and start searching and killing. So I take point. I go ahead with my bow in hand. I go to the door frame, look either way. Do I see anything?
There is hallway to both sides of you.
Okay.
About 20 feet down, the hallway curves. When you look to the left, it curves right. When you look to the right, it curves left. So they look like the hallways go down and then go in towards the rest of the manor.
Mm-hmm.
And you do not see any other doorways down here.
Which way's the front?
The front would be to the left.
We take it by the rear, guys? Okay. So we go the other way.
So
I start.
You said you're going to the right, heading towards the back end, correct?
Correct.
All right. Open up my tablet again. Make sure I have my notes opened up for us. because our notes are useful. So the hall goes for about 20 feet and curves to the left. Down this hallway, you can see there are there's a handful of doors. There's a set of doors on the right, about 15 feet down the hall. A set of double doors on the left across the hall from the single door. And there is a single closed door at the end of the hall, which is about 30 feet away from you.
So possibly kitchen and main dining room or something like that.
As a note, something I forgot to point out is the front steps of the house
Mm-hmm.
were raised a little bit. Like uh, there is a walkway up a little ways.
So more than likely there's a cellar then. Okay. Do we do the double doors, guys? Yep. Okay. So then go to the double doors.
Are you
And
all trying to be sneaky around doing this stuff?
most definitely in my case.
Yes.
Yes.
And I was grabbing dice. Well, is that for you as well?
Yes.
Okay. And then Tala has a +3. Dun, 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 dun. You're all feeling pretty stealthy. I'm going to try and average this out really fast because you're trying to group stealth this. Let's see here. Raven.
I do also want to try and listen at the double doors quickly when we get up there.
Yep. Actually, while you're at the double doors, I'm going to listen at the door across the hall.
Screw you and your high fucking stealth rolls. All of you.
Hey, you're the one that rolled it.
And that divided by 5? Yeah. Alright, yeah, you're all feeling pretty stealthy. Like as you're walking as a group, uh Sorka like almost trips. Like as you're trying to all like be like super stealthy, and right as she's starting to trip, just as you like lean back and like catch her at her shoulders, and yeah, you're all working together really well on this. Yeah. 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 Screw the high rolls. It's just mostly high bonuses. Your high bonuses, all of you. So you get to the doors feeling pretty good about your stealth up to there. We'll go with because you asked first. Dionysus.
22 on that perception.
22 on the perception. You don't hear a lot from the other from beyond those doors.
Okay.
But you can hear like faint movement, but it doesn't sound like it's coming from that room that you're next to.
All right.
Like it's coming through those doors, but just not that room.
Not very close. Gotcha.
And Justice, who is muted. Justice, who is muted.
22 as well. My
Oh.
apologies. Brain not working. Shush you. Freaking peanut gallery.
So the
Went up on the shelf. Oh, no, right behind you there.
on the other side of that door, you do hear some movement and clattering.
So, kitchen, as expected. Okay. Let's go through the double door, guys. Okay. Somebody open. I've got my bow ready.
Dionysus, you were muted. Dionysus, you are muted. I can see her talking. Can't hear. Yeah.
We're probably clear immediately, but best be safe. Everyone ready?
Mm-hmm.
I look around for the nods.
Tala shovels in his armor a little bit.
And do the doors push or pull?
The doors do neither.
Slide.
They slide. You can
Slide.
actually they actually do push a little ways. And you're able to, once you push at them, you see that they glide into another set of tracks and
Cool.
slide
Yeah,
open.
I just grasp the one on the left and slide it open.
You're greeted by a 10-foot hallway and then a set of stairs that goes up and then branches out in both directions.
Okay. This is okay. And those both stairs lead up to another floor? How many stories the place again?
How many what?
How many stories in the place? How many floors do we think?
Uh,
I think it was, yeah.
like 3.5.
Okay.
You're currently in the half.
Mm-hmm.
Like these areas. What's the among you all? Who do you think is probably the tallest?
Well, I'm almost 6.5 feet tall.
Probably Justice. I'm not far behind.
So yeah,
If I reach my hand up, I think you mentioned beforehand they were cathedral-style ceilings. They were rather tall.
rather tall in
The main
where
floors?
you were
Mm-hmm.
in like the sleeping area.
Okay.
Well, actually, from what you can see from outside cathedral style.
Yeah.
But this first area, which is obviously like servants area, it's a little cramped. Because as you can kind of get the feeling, people don't stay down here very often. This is the quick, efficient way of moving from place to place.
Mm-hmm.
And the stairwell that you're looking into is moving into that very cathedral style.
Do we go up, people? Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good.
All right,
So
you get to the
then-
top of the first flight, and then they
And
branch
looking
out of
around,
direction.
making sure, keeping an eye on the upper floor area.
Currently, this area is still enclosed.
Can I tell where the little bit of noise that I was hearing was coming from?
It is coming from the top of the stairs on both sides.
On both sides.
Right or left?
Let's go left.
All right.
Sounds good.
So you go up those stairs, and you are greeted with a swing door. There is a two portcullis windows in it.
Okay.
One is about height for an average human, and then one is about waist thigh height.
Okay. So I'm going to duck down and look through the lower window.
Give me a perception. I will roll your stealth for you.
23.
23. You do see some people moving around. You don't feel that you've been spotted looking through that window, but you do see hustle and bustle. There are guards all over the place, like grabbing armor, grabbing weapons. Looks like they were rested or resting before.
Right now would be a good time to attack then. You guys ready? Okay. I burst through and go after a guard at the other end.
All right. Make your attack roll. It will not be at advantage. They are on the alert.
Yeah. Plus 9, 17.
17. You hit a guard.
Okay. And so that's a D8. Plus 4. So what? 11.
11 damage?
Yep.
All right. That particular guard is still standing. And I'll have you all roll for initiative after I do. And then after the initiative, I will give the description of the room.
Okay.
Okay. So higher than 20.
23.
What is your dex?
Dex is 18.
18. So that's a plus 4.
Yep. I've got an additional bonus to my initiative, so not just my dex.
Friggin' Rangers.
You know it. Them and monks.
All right. Let's go. 15 to 20.
18.
Let's go 10 to 15.
That's not good.
5 to 10.
4.
5. And
Okay.
was I supposed to roll for Tala as well?
Because you are you willing to take Tala as your current retainer temporarily?
Sure.
Tala will go right after you.
Okay.
Tala has a let me reread statement stuff. Tala has a +6 to hit and does 10 damage, and has a +3 for the Constitution saving throws for attempting to not take wound points.
Okay.
So if anyone hits Tala, their damage is the DC for him to take a wound.
Okay.
Luckily, he has an armor of 18 at the moment. So, yeah, Winter just rolled shit.
I will endeavor to do better by Tala.
We can only hope. All right. So, first up, on the balcony, there are a handful of archers. They got a nat 20.
All right.
And unfortunately, there's only one person in the murder hole.
Yep.
That is the good news. The bad news is there's 4 archers that you can see currently.
$17 or better.
Other good news. By the way, short bows are a D6 if I'm remembering right.
Yep.
Okay. Luckily for you, that is only 7 damage. Sorry, no. 6. Math wrong.
Okay.
All right. That is the archers. You do hear more footsteps on that second floor.
Oh boy.
Currently in this area, you are coming up from behind a set of stairs. If you didn't know about this area over here, you would pass it by. There's a door to. Well, as you come out, there's a door to your left. It's a reasonable sized area to behind these stairs. This room is cathedral height, but there is a balcony area above it.
Okay.
The second
And that's
floor
where
is
the
able
archers
to look
are?
over. Yes, the second floor is able to look over the first on this floor. But from some of the sounds that you're hearing, there sounds like a third floor higher up.
Oh, Jesus, Murphy. Okay.
How big that floor is, you're not sure, because from outside you could only really see the 2. And this area is fairly large, but sounds around you are hinting at the fact that this building is built probably around a courtyard of some size.
Okay. That's going to make things interesting. Okay.
So, yeah, that is the archer's turn. Justice, you are up.
I shift my focus to the guy that shot me.
All right.
I'm going with my sharpshooter feat, because I'm assuming they are in lighter armor.
They are in lighter armor.
Good. 18.
18 hits.
Okay. So 21 points of damage.
All right. Your arrow flies up and goes through the banister area, and you see it lodge in under his rib cage, and he just collapses back onto the balcony area.
1 down. Okay, and then I try and find cover. Is there a way to find cover? Or?
There's not really any cover here.
Okay.
You can move farther in, and at least
Yeah, but then I
out
get
of
my.
and try and get under. The best cover you can get is from two of the archers, which are almost directly above you.
Okay.
Under the balcony that they're currently standing on.
Okay, so then I'm just going to make myself the smallest target possible. Make it harder for them to hit me.
All right. Are you getting out of the murder hole?
I don't know if I want to get out of the murder hole because this is going to keep that. Like, okay, what do I have above me?
Above you, there is about a 5-foot gap by then a 5-foot gap before walkway that you can see, and that walkway is about 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then that hooks around to your left a little bit, and then up and then to the right is just clear open. And there is stairs that you're basically coming up from underneath.
Okay, because to be able to continue firing, I think this would be the better option, and keeping myself low to the ground so that I'm a harder target, and let my compatriots pass by.
All right. So, up next is Dionysus. Sorka, you are on deck.
All right. Okay. Lots of bad rolls all around.
Yeah, there are brutes that you can see. Like there are.
Yeah. So how many people
former...
are? So how many people are on the ground here, not above us?
On the ground, there are 5 people that are currently on this floor that you can see.
Cool.
I'm
Yeah,
guessing. I'm assuming that you are moving the little bit past Justice to be able to get out into the hallway. Into the
yeah.
main room.
I'm going to go up to the nearest person on the ground. If there's 5, I'm just going to the closest one.
There is a 6th that was moving towards the far door.
Oh, moving towards the door?
But so this is the area that you're at. You came out of this door under the stairs that are on this side.
Yeah.
He's moving towards the door on this side.
Okay.
You're pretty sure that the other staircase that went up goes up to another door on the other side.
Yeah, I don't want him circling back around us. So I'm actually going to draw my longbow. And is that the one that Justice hit?
No.
With the first arrow walking in?
No, the one Justice hit with the arrow first walking in is a guy.
Okay.
Up here.
Okay.
None of you could see the person that was walking over on to this side because there's a huge grand staircase that's kind of blocking your view.
That's fine. So yeah, I'm just going to pull out my longbow and shoot an arrow at the one trying to go through that other door.
All right. He does have a club, not club, a Morning Star, a shield, and he's reasonably armored.
That's fine. Because that is a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Or where's my D8? There's my D8. For 11 points of damage.
Like the first guy, he is still standing. He's not looking too happy, but he is still standing.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna call back Tala, you got this, and give him a bardic inspiration.
All right.
And that'll
Sorka.
be my turn.
All right, Sorka, you are up. Tala goes right after you. Wells, you are on deck.
Okay, so were we told that somebody was trying to come through that other door? And how far would it be to get like close enough to that door to see through, like, say, the bottom window?
It would take 25 feet.
Okay, then I'm going to do
Admittedly,
that.
you're like jumping some steps, going back down. But I'll
Okay.
give it so that way you could have it as just 25 feet.
Okay, because I just have to be able to see this person, and I need an intelligence saving throw.
Of course, you need an intelligence saving throw. Why wouldn't you need an intelligence saving throw?
Well, I'm figuring brutes are not too smart, so no.
Brutes
make
aren't
it-
smart, but the 19 says that he doesn't care.
Okay,
What the hell? I did not expect him to.
it's fine. It's fine. It's it's just a chance that, it might succeed. So,
Hold up, one thought. Is the other person not being presented in this stream? Or as Monty Python would say, that is sir not appearing in this film. All right, so I apologize. You're having Tala head over to that door?
no, I was going to have Tala go up and start working on the other people.
All right.
So, stepping over Justice and attacking the first brute they
All
come
right.
across.
That isn't too hard to get to the first brute. Again, Tala has a +6 to hit.
Are you kidding me?
Oh no.
A 1.
Roll another d20.
Honestly, like,
Is
what?
Tala cursed? I really hope not.
That's a 5.
Okay, okay. So it's just a miss, thankfully. Tala
I'm
accidentally
just
stumbles a
annoyed.
little bit, trying to like look fancy, jumping over Justice, and that puts him just barely off balance as he moves up and swings at the brute, who easily gets his shield in the way, and it skitters off of his shield.
Okay, and then can Tala just, like, take a defensive position?
He can take a defensive position, but he cannot take the dodge action.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Just, like, basically, like, move a shield.
Yeah, he's like he is prepared for what is to come as best as he can be.
Tala is like, oh shit, shield.
Don't forget, on the off chance of he gets hit, you do have uh, inspiration on him.
Yes.
So up next is Wells. Brutes are on deck.
Okay, is there a brute I can get to within like 30 feet of me?
Yes, the closest brute is actually one that is that has Kala on him. And you
Okay,
can
then
actually get into a flanking position. Reminder, flanking in my setting gets you a +2 to hit.
okay,
Because
then yeah.
everything else in this world gives you advantage.
Okay, then yeah, if that's the case, I would go yeah, running up to that one brute and yeah, attacking. So you said it's a +2 to the roll?
Correct. It's a +2 to hit. While it is semi-advantageous, it is not enough to give you
Oh,
advantage.
I definitely did not need that because 23 to hit?
23 hit. Is that a nat 20?
No, no,
Okay.
no, no. No, because I've got a +8 to my roll, so it was like, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I've got a +9.
What the fuck?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay,
The
how much damage are we
sharpshooter feat
doing?
is nice.
17 damage.
17. He's looking real rough. Like, he looks as though a strong breeze or a mild insult might knock him over.
And then, yeah, that's it.
All right. Brutes are up. The one in between the two of you, some of them are piling in, but most of them are bypassing and heading over towards Justice or the other door. So you're going to end up with uh, two in your little grouping. They are going to be flanking you, Wells. We have one that is going to go over towards Justice, and we have three moving towards the other door. So the two flanking you, Wells. One of them will hit for a whopping 8 damage. As his Morning Star just smashes into you. Now, the reason those two focus on you is because you're the one who hurt them the most.
I guess
Justice?
they don't consider the archers all that important, which is fine by me.
Well, actually, one is coming up to you.
Hmm.
Actually, it's not going to be 3 and 3. It's going to be 2, 1 moving up to Dionysus, 1 moving up to Justice, and the other 2 heading over towards that other door. So, Justice, the one swinging at you, that will hit.
Okay.
For 3 damage. Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Dionysus, one swinging at you, will also hit you. God, I should use that particular die more often. That's 8. And only one of them is going to be able to get up to the doors. But they can look, like the door is open in front of you, Sorka. But you were able to get an angle to where that isn't close enough for them. But you're able to say hi.
Or just go meep.
That works too. Meep works as well. All right, that is the brute's turn. It is now archers, and Justice is on deck. So there were 4 archers up top that you could see. There are, and then Justice knocked over 1. there are now 5 archers you can see. From everyone in the party, you can count up to 5.
God damn it. Got my work cut out for me.
So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, and then so each of the people on outside will get 1 shot each, and then I will roll to see between the 3 of you which ones get the extra. Sorry, 4 of you. There's 4 of you. So each person up top is gonna get 1 hit or 1 shot at them, and then I will roll a d4 to see who's the unlucky soul that will get shot at twice. So, first one is going at Wells. What is your armor again?
17.
17. Yeah, that misses. Next one at Dionysus. Will hit. My dice are just not happy with any of you today. Luckily,
fine.
that's only 5 damage.
How much?
5.
5.
Next shot is going at Justice.
Okay. 17 or better.
That will hit.
God.
They're rolling well tonight.
For 3 damage. Last shot is at Tala. And they miss him. Oh, I want that d20 back. I like that one. It's been hitting really well for me tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Justice, they like you.
Well, I did take one of their guys down in 1 shot, so no surprise.
Too bad that you don't like you enough to actually make that fucking hit. And he
I'm
misses.
fine with that.
Justice, it is your go. There is a person in melee range with you.
Okay, melee range. I guess I'm going to have to...
By the way, Dionysus, you are on deck.
Okay. Removing stuff from coat, putting it back in is action, bonus action.
Such as swapping out weapons.
Yeah.
If you drop your bow at your feet and pull out your 2, because I guess you're pulling out your 2 swords.
Yep.
If you drop your bow at your feet, that would be a free action.
Okay, done. So 2 scimitars on the guy in front of me.
All right, swing away.
I'm going to take a 12 not hits.
12?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Second one, 14.
14 also does not hit. These guys are pretty reasonably armored.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near as good hand to hand as I am melee, as I am arrows. So that's it for me. Obviously, now that I'm in melee, I guess I don't have to worry about being crouched down and such. So yeah, I'm in the midst of everything. I try and place myself as best possible to not get hit by too many archers.
Yeah, you are able to like move around this person, staying within melee range of him,
Mm-hmm.
and try and put some space between you and some of the archers. Dionysus, you're up. Someone is in melee range with you.
Yeah.
Sorka, you are on deck.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop my bow as well. And I'm going to try and stab this person as I pull out my rapier.
All right.
Actually, They're wearing full metal, right?
They're wearing a lot of metal, yes.
Like chain.
It's a hybrid between chain, scale. It is metal armor
Okay.
that gives them reasonable amount. I will get into the proper semantics after
Yeah.
they are dead.
Yeah. I see metal as part of their armor.
A large portion of it, yes.
Cool.
You're gonna dump a second level slot and make me hate you, aren't you?
Yeah, they're getting heat metal.
Of course they are.
I'm not dropping my bow. I am just going to heat metal on them.
Cool. Is that a save?
No, they just take 2d8. They do make a con save to try and drop it if possible, but I'm not heating their weapon. I'm heating their armor.
War crimes.
I love
War
that
crimes.
spell.
War crimes.
Remember, Marines, it's not a war crime until it's the second time.
Yeah, and it's a bonus action on each of my turns to cause that damage again. So they're gonna take 7 points of fire damage.
Doing the math of where people are. Okay.
So they can try and make a con save to drop their armor, but I'm pretty sure it takes over a minute to get out of that.
Yeah. There's other ways for them to make it drop.
And then bonus action. I'm going to shout out to Sorka, "Don't you fucking die on us!" And Bardic Inspiration to Sorka.
All right. Is that it?
That'll be my turn.
All right, Sorka, you are up. Wells, you are on deck after Tala.
Okay, so this person that is in the open door,
Who
were
has
they
an
one of the
arrow?
people? Um, is damaged, correct?
Yes, he is damaged.
Okay, can I get a wisdom saving throw?
Hopefully not. What's your DC?
15?
Roll it.
Toll the Dead?
What? What are you rolling on it? What spell are you using?
I'm using Toll the Dead, yes.
Oh.
That's 3 points of damage.
3?
Yeah, I rolled really crappy.
Oh.
I hate this. I do. It's so stupidly close to death. This is not okay.
I'm apparently there is some kind of curse on me today, and I don't appreciate it.
I think it's the curse of Tala. We might have to have a conversation about him.
Okay, so Tala is faced with one person that is wounded and one person that is not, correct?
One person that is wounded heavily, one person that is wounded mildly, but would have to scoot around a little bit. He would lose his flanking bonus to be able to get to the other person.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll go. I was thinking Tala would go after the more wounded one.
Okay.
Okay, so pray for me. So that is.
Don't forget, you do have Bardic Inspiration on him.
Yeah, and the Bardic Inspiration is what?
It's a D6 to an attack roll, saving throw, or
ability check, if I remember correctly.
Ability check, yeah.
Basically, any D20 roll.
Okay, so 14 does not hit, correct?
Is this before
Okay,
or
wait.
after Bardic Inspiration?
That's before the Bardic Inspiration. Let me see if I can actually like hit with this. See what my D6.
Was that a 14
Does
on
it?
the die, or is that a 14 with that +6 to hit?
That's a 14 with the +6, and then another +1. Does a 15 hit?
Meets.
Whew. Okay.
Luckily,
So
it's
that's
flat
like
damage.
10, flat 10 damage.
Flat
then.
10. So, Wells, you see Tala just like focus in for a second, duck down, and then sweep up, and like the blade catches into the lower ribs of this of the person that you had just stabbed with your sword. And as this person's like foot comes off the ground, they fall over, and Tala is now has a look of like elation, like I did it, I helped, I did something.
Okay.
Then you
And
see
then
this.
can Tala just put the shield up again? Like,
Tala can. Tala also has movement for a flanking position.
okay. Then Tala will move to add for flanking.
All right, yeah. So Tala just darts around you, Wells, and gets to the other side of this person, and puts up his shield in a like slightly more guarded position, almost mimicking the guys that you're fighting, just a little bit. It's like he's learning.
Okay, that's it. I'm just gonna sit here and breathe like a sigh of relief.
Everyone cheer! Tala hit something.
Yay!
Yay, Tala!
Yay! Bardic inspiration.
Thank you, Bard.
Wells, you are up. There is a undamaged person between you and Tala right now.
Didn't
No,
you say
actually-
they were mildly?
Huh?
Didn't you say they were mildly wounded?
Yeah, actually, no. They were mildly wounded. This is the person who got shot with the arrow.
Okay.
This is the one that Justice prepped for you.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, yeah. First, as my bonus action, I'm gonna do a Hexblade's Curse on the one in front of me,
All right.
and then I'll attack him.
Swing away. Out of curiosity, you're able to move your Axeblade's Curse if that person dies, correct?
Let's see. Well, it ends when the target dies. I die or I'm incapacitated, but I don't think I can move it, not unless I get a particular invocation, which would be later levels. And then,
Yeah, it's Hex that you can move.
and then let's see. A 15 just hits, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And that's with that +2?
Yes.
Oh, wait. Tala would have hit without the inspiration, because Tala was flanking with you.
So do I still have the
Oh, you
inspiration?
gotta be
or-
kidding
You still
me!
rolled it.
Okay,
Ooh,
that's
no.
fine.
How much damage did you do?
Only 11. And that's with the Hexblade's Curse. Yeah. Because I do
So-
that for the lowest damage possible.
That's your lowest damage?
Well, I got a 1 and a 2, plus the plus the 6. So lowest would be a 1 and a 1, but I got 1 and
6?
2. Yeah, because charisma bone. Because my charisma.
Oh, right, you get to add your charisma.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, your charisma's a +6?
Well, no, it's
It's the stacked bonuses. It's the default damage possible plus the Hexblade's curse damage.
Oh. Okay, just want to make sure that you're not adding +2 for flanking, because flanking is only to hit.
no. I get a +2 because of Hexblade's curse.
And is your weapon slashing or piercing?
Slashing.
Cool. So as you turn to face this person, watching Tala trace around you to flank position, as you start to swing, they start rocking back just a little bit, and Tala catches him on his shield and then pushes him forward, and your blade just slices right across his neck, and he drops to the ground.
Oh, so I died?
Very dead.
Okay, so that means I regained 9 hit points since they died.
Yeah. Yeah. Brutes have a reasonable amount of health, but the main thing is that they are highly armored.
Okay, and then that's it.
All right. You can move if you would like to.
Are there any
People
like
nearby?
Yeah.
A little bit away from you, in either forward or to the right. To the right, you have a person fighting in melee with Justice.
Mm-hmm.
In front of you, there is a person in melee who their armor is like glowing a little bit and smoking, and they are in melee range with Dionysus. And then farther away, on the other side of the staircase, is two other brutes. You can kind of see one making his way around the corner still, and you had seen a second one go around the corner a little bit before you. Before that one.
I look at you and I say, "Help Justice."
Okay, then I would go to the one with next to Justice then.
All right, giving Justice a flanking bonus. Awesome. All right, it is on to the brute's turn. The brute at Justice doesn't really know the exploits of what you've just done to his friends, so he's going to continue swinging at Justice. And I say swinging because that doesn't mean hitting or anything. The person in front of Dionysus is going to swing at him. And miss.
He's a little distracted. It's okay.
Just a little bit. The person that has come into the stairwell is going to make his way down the stairs. Just wanting to double check. Sorka, you did not move from where you were at the bottom of those steps, correct?
No.
Okay.
I am making myself as small as I possibly can. Like,
he is going to swing at you. He is going to hit. There is another person that is at the top of the that is like halfway down the stairs. He's going to hit you
it wasn't that
for
hard to hit.
only 4 damage. I mean, that's 4 damage on a level 4. Yeah. Luckily, it's only 4. So that is them. It is Archers up. Justice, you are on deck.
Mm-hmm.
Archer 1 is going to swing. Is going to actually 2 archers are going to shoot at well because you kind of just like murked one and a half of their friends. So I have good news and bad news. Good news is only one of them hit. Bad news is it's critical.
Ow.
It's a good thing I just healed them.
I know, right? Seeing as I'm about to take all of that away. Seeing as it's 8 plus what I'm about to roll. Luckily, they only have a +2 normal. But remember, if you roll a critical hit, you maximize your first die and then roll the second one. I am so sorry. So that's 14.
It's really good that you healed up that bit.
Yeah.
As the arrow just like slams right into your back. And it's not like upper back, it's lower back where it's like getting a lot more of like vital movement stuff. It's in a muscle mass. It hurts like a motherfucker.
Kidney shot.
Barely missing the kidney. But close. Second shot is going at Justice.
Yeah, because I no longer have cover. Oh no.
So my dice really are just having a field day today. For 11.
Okay, I'm not bloodied.
Next shot is going at Dionysus. Finally a miss. That's also not a natural 20. Fucking close. Last shot going at Tala.
Don't you fucking dare! Cutting words. Minus a d6.
No, don't even need to. Don't even need to. I'm saving you that spell. I'm letting you say that spell. I'm looking at it. I'm doing the math. As the arrow flies down, Tala, like as he's moving to start up his next movement, because I'm assuming that he's gonna be moving on his turn. As he's starting his movement, the arrow just barely thunks into the shield. It doesn't glance off like a lot of the arrows have. This is the first arrow that sinks into the shield. And it's above his arm, barely. They got a 17. I don't normally tell you the rolls on it, but they got a 17. Tala has an 18 armor. Like, there's an arrow sitting, like, there. Inches. Like, less than an inch above his freaking arm. Yeah, no. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. Everyone's fine. We all love Tala. He's amazing. Best thing that we have in this world. If Tala dies, the world riots, and all of the barons will fall at once. Starting with the Duke of Lost. Anyways, that is the archer's turn. Justice, you're up. You have a +2 to hit if you're still attacking melee.
Yes.
Because Wells is flanking with you.
Okay, so that's a solid hit. That's 24.
All right.
And the other one is 27 to hit.
Very nice.
Unfortunately, neither one of those was critical. 12 points of damage.
He is still standing, but he is at least bloodied. Anything else on your turn?
I'm trying to see what else If there's anything. No, I don't think so.
Because you did action, bonus action.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Nope. I'm done.
All right. Theo, you are up. Sorka, you are on deck.
Bonus action, cause heat metal damage again on the guy next to me. First off.
All right.
That is 14 more points of damage.
14.
14. It's 2d8.
So as you increase the heat on his armor, you suddenly hear him just scream for a second and convulse before falling over, twitching.
Well, that's that trash taken care of. Can I see the one that's going down the stairs? At Sorka, or are there two going down the stairs?
There are two going down the stairs. You can make your movement and still be able to take your shot, if that is what you're wanting to do.
Yeah, I don't like them going after our healer. I'm tempted to go after the one that just crit on Wells, but
that's an archer up top.
Yeah, I know. I've got my longbow out.
Yeah, very true.
But our healer has no backup right now. So,
yeah, go after.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to move up to where I can see. Can I see the one that's right on Sorka?
Yes. If you can see one, you can see all the way down to the other one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to shoot at the one that swung at Sorka.
His armor is slightly increased. He does have some slight cover due to his friend that you're shooting past.
That's fine. I'm still attempting the shot.
Yeah.
Does a dirty 20 hit?
That it does.
And that's going to be 6 points of piercing damage.
Sorka, you hear the door swing open one more time, and you see Dionysus like lean up against it for just a second. Do you pull your arrows from up top or from below?
My arrows are kind of stored at my hip.
Okay, so you see him pull an arrow from below, rests himself against the door, pulls back, and fires. And this person who has just got right up next to you and swung at you once is reeling his maul back again, and you see an arrow just come right through his upper chest, and you're pretty sure it punctures his lung as he spins around with its momentum and drops to the ground dead. Dionysus looking half-winded, but like probably more dramatic than anything.
Yeah, and then just as a free action, I can't actually do anything with this. I'm just gonna yell at the other one, "Hey, dick face! The battle's up here!" And that'll be my turn.
All right. Sorka, you are up. Wells, you are up after Tala.
But I will look up and say, "Thank you, my dear." And I will turn to look at Justice. And I'm going to throw a second level healing word.
It's so good that there's windows in that door.
Well, he kicked the door open. That's as far as he went with a bow.
So
the door swings back and forth. Like, it doesn't stay open or closed.
It does if you stay at it.
So you're holding it open?
I can be.
Oh, no, looking at Justice.
Oh.
But I wouldn't be. That's the whole thing.
But you are able to see him.
So that's 13 healing.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Okay.
She's looking
And
probably a
then
little bit better.
Yeah, I'm back up to 3/4.
the other one that was coming towards me, was that one injured at all, or?
No. That is one of the very few that was not hurt.
Okay. Okay, then give me an intelligence saving throw.
Cool. What's happening to them?
Yeah, they're getting a mind sliver.
Ooh.
So only 3 points of psychic damage, but that's enough to give you a little bit of a headache.
Yeah. That it's still
War
not very
crimes.
fun. Is that it for you?
That's it for me.
Tala is up. Tala can see up top one person and probably knows of the person going down after you.
Okay, and we have so
And there's also people upstairs. There's
I
archers
need
upstairs.
I need to be able to get my bow and take care of those guys.
yeah, so I'm
As an
going.
additional note, Wells is currently flanking on that particular individual. That is with Justice.
Okay, and all of that. So it's just the one that like Dionysus just
He fried one, killed
yeah,
one in
that
front of you.
right, and then the other one is the one that he taunted.
Right. So there's the one that
Um,
he taunted that you mind slivered. That's in the stairwell, which Tala would have to use his bonus action dashing because he is Tabaxi to be able to get to. Or there's the one that is between Justice and Wells. And then there's the grand staircases. He won't be able to get to any of the archers in that first movement, but he can at least start making movement towards archers if that would also work.
I think we'll use the bonus action dash to get over to the one that um, Dionysus is nearest, just because I think Wells probably has that other one probably pretty good in hand. That's on Justice.
All right. Yeah, Dionysus, you see this Tabaxi just like full sprinting, and he actually like switches reverse grip on his sword, catches the edge of the door frame, and slides around it. And you are muted.
I am muted. I see this Tabaxi like sprinting past, and I just kind of like raise my bow above his head as he passes by.
Actually, if you want to give me a athletics check real quick, I think he has a bonus to that. Is athletics one of his skills? No, athletics is not one of his skills, which means it's a +3. But give me that athletics check real quick.
So that'd be a 14.
14. All right, he will get a +2 to hit and +1 on his damage if he does hit.
Okay. Okie doke. Please be on my side, dice gods. Are you kidding me?
Oh no. What did we get?
I'm rolling again.
Oh, you got that one?
That's a 10.
Okay. I am looking forward to one of you getting that nat 20 after rolling a nat 1. Being able to basically re-roll your attack. So yeah, he like swings around, he leaps down, and he's actually on the other side of this person, in between in between the brute and Sorka. And there's actually 5 feet between, like there's 15 feet in total, and Tala is currently taking the 5-foot spot in between the two of you. You, Sorka and the brute. But he's in a defensive position and he almost attacked. And it looks really awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, shield up.
Yeah, he's like he's halfway on the stairs and just
Mm,
like
I'm so
model
annoyed right
pose.
now.
The pose that his mini has, just ha.
Okay, that's it.
Wells, you are up, brutes are on deck.
Okay, so there's the one still in front of us, right?
Yes, you still have a +2 to hit because of flanking.
Okay, and then can I tell which archer it was that hit me?
From the way that your lower back feels, it's probably the one on the far side. Look, there's only one of them up there that looks to have green fletchings, and that's the one that got you.
Okay, yeah, if that's the case, I would turn around, look at the one who hit me, just glare at them menacingly before I turn back around and attack the one in front of me.
All right.
I'll take care of that one. No worries.
Let's see. 19.
19 hits.
Hmm. 12 damage.
So happy. I'm so happy. So you turn around, look at the archer menacingly, then you turn back and you just take your sword and slash into this guy first across his thigh and then just swing it back around and cutting into his torso. And he yelps twice before dropping dead.
Good. Then I can pick up my bow and take out these mofos.
And then, is there anyone else I can get to within 30 feet, or?
Within 30 feet? Yes. You'll have to make a either athletics or acrobatics check to get past Sorka and Tala. But there, you can hear the commotions of another person in melee down the steps. You can see Sorka at the bottom of the steps on that little landing, and then you can see like the back foot and tail of Tala. And you've heard like yells back and forth of a brute that's down there. You also know there's 5 archers up on the second floor.
Okay, but I can't get to any of them within 30 feet?
No, the stairway itself is a 25-foot climb. Though if you do make a athletics check, you can be mostly up the top of the steps.
Well...
That might cause him some worry.
Well, how much movement would it take to get to, like, the stairs? Not the top of the stairs, but like...
the bottom of the stairs?
Yeah.
To get to the bottom of the stairs, it'll take you 15 feet.
Okay,
But
and then...
you can also circumvent, because you're right next to the stairs, but the bottom of the stairs are up a little bit to you. They are looping staircases.
Okay.
And you're on the side, and you could climb up. This is not in the best of repair area, so there's a little bit of like handhold area, and you could like just circumvent the walking around and just start climbing up the side of the staircase.
Or if I get to the bottom of the staircase, could I teleport 30 feet up?
I'm guessing the bonus action spell of Misty Step.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check real quick. The DC is not very high.
Oh, come on. 5.
If you take your full 30-foot movement, you could Misty Step right next to the person that shot you.
Okay. Move 8 feet, then Misty Step right next to them. Glaring.
So, out of curiosity, how does your Misty Step look?
Well, I know in the description it says silvery mist.
Yes,
So.
but you're also a Hexblade Warlock with that particular stone.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
that will also reflavor once you've been within the upcoming barony.
I imagine instead of silver, probably either like a black or a red.
So like a black mist with like a reddish glow to it. So you, Justice, you're able to see Wells like turn around and he dashes off towards that far corner, looking as though he's just gonna run somewhere, definitely not upstairs. And then you see a black mist with like a red glowish trail. Just he erupts into that, and it flies up next to the person that had just shot him,
Nice.
to right beside him, and remasses itself.
Okay. Well, I will leave that one to you then. Enjoy.
And yeah, that'll be it.
I'll let you actually make an intimidation check if you'd like.
Oh, nice.
Because these people have seen casters before.
Oh, yeah. 25?
Okay. Actually, why did I roll? He can't freaking save. Well, actually, he could if he got a net 20, but he can't. Didn't get it. Just as soon as that happens,
you smell something.
well, you actually, you don't smell. You hear a very particular sound. You've heard the sound a handful of times in your life. Usually when you were trying it as a kid. You've also heard this from your younger sister a handful of times. The sound of a bow falling to the ground after like something happening. That distinct sound. I'm gonna make a real quick dex check. And it is at disadvantage because of the fear. You then hear the extra clattering sound. Just as you see this person's bow fall and then go through the guardrails and is now on the first floor.
Yep. Enjoy. Have fun.
Okay, cool, awesome. So that's Wells' turn. And now on to the brute. There is no S, there's just one. I'm going to do high or low. Which direction on the steps? High up or low down? Dionysus, are you frozen movement-wise?
Yep.
Yep. Your camera's frozen. Well, I hope that you can.
He'll be back.
I hope so. I can't roll until he is. Hi.
Hi. Yeah,
Welcome
my
back.
computer did the freak out thing.
It is Google Meets. It kind of does that.
Yeah, well, no, it's our internet. Just despite me getting pretty good service, it's spotty over here.
Yeah,
I'd give some recommendations, but unfortunately, we're in the wrong end of the world.
It's because I'm as far from our router as possible and have to use Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Get yourself 100 feet of cable and staple it to the ceiling.
No, we'd run it along the floor. It's a lot easier. There's only 2 doorways that we'd have to actually worry about. One of them we can just duct tape it down.
Technically, there's only one door we have to worry about if we run it across the hall. Because the closet doesn't count.
Well, actually, no, that does technically mean there is another doorway.
Uh-oh.
Anyways, semantics.
You guys can figure it out.
I'll figure it out later. Dionysus, the brute, looks at Tala, who just jumped past missing, then turns to you and is taking your insult, and he is moving back up the steps to you. It's literally a 50-50. I don't rolled high, so he's going high.
Does Tala get an attack of opportunity?
No, because Tala was outside of his outside of
Oh,
melee
okay.
range. He'd have to make either 5 feet down or 10 feet up. And unfortunately, that 10 feet up was his good choice, because your AC is not good enough to block this.
I'm just gonna cutting words real quick.
All right.
You sure you know how to use that? Minus a d6 from the roll. Do you want me to roll it?
I'll let you roll it. I'll let you have your fate in your hands.
Minus 3 from the roll.
As you say that, his top foot like magically barely missed the step, as if a like magical ball was put on there, and he steps down one extra step, swinging wide, barely. And then looks up at you really pissed off. All right, it is Archer's turns.
And I've got how many on me?
First, one archer with a dagger.
He's not scared anymore?
He is. That's why he's rolling at disadvantage.
Okay.
But he's
Survival.
only got a dagger. He doesn't have his bow. And it's only a dagger. And it is at disadvantage. Ah, so happy for you. Like he takes out that dagger, and it is obvious he is not used to using a dagger, and he is still scared of you, because as he pulls out the dagger, he literally just it looks kind of like that. Like you're able to just like lean back as he's swinging wildly. You have two archers. You'll have one archer shooting at you. Wait, no, there's 5. Yeah, one archer shooting at you, Wells.
And
Who's
I've
going to
got
be trying to help his buddy.
4 on me. Ow.
That one will miss. Thing is, everyone else is either downstairs or scaring the living pants off of people. Justice, 4 shots at you.
God. Oh, shit.
What?
My first attack action, I had an extra attack.
At level 4?
It's because of my Dread Ambusher.
Oh.
And it does extra damage. I could have taken out 2 of them though. Oh well, I know for next time.
Oh well, yep. Good for next time. Also good for this time. 2 hit.
Ooh. Ow.
Hey, better than 4. Speaking of, that is 8 damage.
Oh, okay. Not quite bloody.
They're not great. Like that, there's enough of them here to where it's. If it wasn't your kind of level of fighter range, this would be a lot different.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're pretty sure that an assault from like the town guard which was abysmal when you were there to begin with, could not withstand an assault on this place.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you did catch him in the middle of the night.
Yep.
So that is the archer's turns.
My
Justice,
turn.
you are up.
Okay. So drop my scimitars, pick up my bow.
If you actually give me a acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. 22.
So as you put away your scimitars, you kick your bow back up into the air and catch it mid-air as a free action.
Beauty.
The idea of your bow was still at your feet. You're able to just kick it back
Yep.
up.
Mm-hmm.
It's an acrobatics check. You could have failed and you'd have to, do the bonus action of picking up your bow or just drop your scimitars and pick it back up.
Yeah.
And then try and find your scimitars after combat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. Okay, so again, going with my sharpshooter.
All right.
Is a 15 hit.
That it does.
Yay! So that's a D8 plus 14. Only 15 points.
He is still... Actually, wait, no. So, sorry. Math wrong. They are a little bit squishier. That arrow flies up and catches him just barely through and falls over the banister onto the ground.
So as long as I hit, I kill. I like.
Archers are... They
They
were
tend to
hoping
be
that the
squishy.
brutes would do more.
Yeah.
The brutes actually let them do a lot of damage to you guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Is that it? Actually an action, a bonus action for that? It's a full action. No, it can be. No, it's an action. Okay, no worries. So I's done.
All right. Dionysus, you are up. Sorka, you are on deck.
Yeah. So I drop my bow and pull out my rapier and go, "This is how you use a sword." So fucking close. A 25 hits, I'm assuming.
Yes, it does.
19 on the die. So close to a crit.
Roll your damage.
12 points of damage.
Nice.
As you stab him, he looks very unhappy. And he is very bloodied, but he is still standing. They're called brutes for a reason.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and
Anything else?
You know what? Fuck it. Bonus action, I try and put my dagger through his eye.
Roll it.
That is an 18.
That hits.
For 1 point of damage.
It skims across the side of his face. It's a good bit low, but it does skirt across his face, and he yells out and spits blood onto the ground.
You really are bad at this business. And that'll be my turn.
Sorka, you are up. Wells, you are after Tala.
Okay, can I get a wisdom saving throw?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to call that my turn then.
All right.
And let's see if Tala can move up and hit this person.
Tala will get that +2 for flanking,
Okay.
which makes it a total of +8 to hit.
Yeah, but a 12 doesn't hit, but it's not a 1. But it's not a 1. It's not a 1.
Why is Tala cursed?
I don't know. Maybe because he's 12 right now?
Probably.
So again, assume
Oh, Jesus.
defensive position.
Oh, you forgot the fact that
Shield.
Tala's 12? Yeah, child soldier's up in this point. He wanted to be a knight. If he grows up.
Okay. Well, that's Tala's turn.
Wells. You are
Okay.
standing in front of a person who clearly doesn't know how to use a dagger and is genuinely terrified of you.
Were they injured at all, or have they not been hit?
They have not been hit. None of the archers up here that are living have been hit.
Okay, if that's the case, let's see. Bonus action, before I attack, I do a wrathful smite.
Okay.
And then I'll attack them.
Roll it.
Oh, son of a!
Yes.
I'm guessing, I'm guessing 11 doesn't hit?
Sadly, no. You're really close.
Fortunately, Wrathful Smite lasts until you actually do hit, so.
Yeah.
Guy was shaking so much that you thought they were there, and
Actually, you know, because of his level of fear, I'm actually going to give you advantage.
yes.
Yes.
Because you rolled a nat 20 and they did not. I'm guessing you rolled a nat 20.
Oh, much better. Dirty 20.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. These guys have an AC of fucking 13. I'll give you that. They have an AC of 13.
And then this one, 56. Let's see, so that's 13 damage from the sword, and then 3 psychic damage, and they gotta do a wisdom saving throw.
How about no, and he just dies?
Nice. Okay.
Because I'll also tell you another thing. I don't normally give you this one. The archers have 15 health.
Well,
So-
we knew that because my minimum killed one.
Yeah.
The psychic damage did it.
Yes, the psychic damage literally just tipped it over. As you slash across him, the wound initially making him start to teeter, and as he gets ready to stand back up, he screams and grips his head before falling to the ground in a fetal position.
And how many more archers are there?
There are 3 more archers that you can see.
Okay, which one looks the most hurt, or
None.
I could get to with normal movement?
You can get to any. You can get to one of them with your normal movement, but the ones who are not hurt are not dead. The ones who are hurt have been killed.
Okay, then if that's the case, then yeah, I would just move to one of the arches, the whichever one is the closest.
All right, that would be around. So you're at a corner. So you just take a half step back and then move down that hallway. You're basically walking above where the front door is.
Okay. Okay, then yeah, I would move in that
Or
direction.
a major front door.
Mm-hmm. And then after that movement, yeah, that's pretty much my turn.
All right, the brute is up, followed by those archers. The brute is going to swing at Dionysus because Dionysus has done more damage to him. The brute is going to hit Dionysus because Dionysus has been mean to him. You are muted, but I think you're doing cutting words him.
Are you sure you know how to use that? -6 from his roll.
I hate you. I hate you so much. He got a dirty 20. Fuck you. All right. So, would you like the bad news or the good news for the archers?
Are they all shooting at Justice again?
Bad news is no.
They're running.
Good news is 2 of them are running, and the last one is going to make a grapple check against Wells. So it's either athletics or acrobatics for your defense. Wells?
Yeah.
One of them, the archer that you got right next to, is trying to grapple you.
Okay.
Either athletics or acrobatics as your defense. Your choice.
12 acrobatics.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
God damn it.
And it will be at disadvantage.
Oh, freaking. Oh, come on! It had to be disadvantage. Freaking 3 and a nat 20. God damn it. Because I finally get a nat 20 is on the disadvantage roll.
Do we hear a Wells dropping?
Not just a Wells. Luckily, that's the other good news. This person, because your roll was so close to theirs, as they tried just grabbing and yeeting you over the banner, you also grab them and pull them with you. But you will both take the 2d6 fall damage.
Oh, God.
And their dexterity saving throw, not at disadvantage because they're the ones instigating this. So you take 8 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
As they also land partially on you before rolling off.
Okay, still alive. Barely.
So are they, reasonably. They are prone. Because that was all of their movement, all of their turn. was throwing the
Okay.
two of you over the banister. Justice, you are up. The only archer you can currently see is prone. The
The
other
other
two
two have
archers
run.
have left your line of sight.
Okay. There's a balcony right above me, right?
Yep.
Okay. I fly up to it.
How do you fly up to it?
My wings.
I don't remember you having wings.
I am a fallen Asimar winged variant.
I don't remember you pointing that one out on your page.
It's got it on my page. Flight 30 feet.
Lovely.
Again, another thing that I completely forgot about.
Are they like regular wings?
That I know of, yes. Give me a second. I sprout feathered wings from my shoulder blades that give me a flying speed of 30 feet if I'm not wearing heavy armor.
So are they able to just like go away and come back at will, or are they always there?
They're always there.
Okay. Wanting to make sure I understand this because that is a physical dimensions and thing.
Yeah. It just again completely.
I must have missed that point on there.
Same here. As I said, I'm just what the? Oh yeah.
All right, so you are able to make it up.
Mm-hmm. And are there any targets?
Yeah, there's one target you can see.
Still
He's
the one.
prone on the ground, on the floor below you.
Fuck. Okay. What
There's
exit
also
do we have?
a set of stairs. Uh, if you went up and
Mhm.
like just like landed backwards,
Yep.
there's a set of stairs to your right.
Okay.
It is a spiral staircase.
And there's no other exits?
You're pretty sure there's a spiral staircase on the other side.
Which way did they go? I know they went up then. Okay. I head to the closest stairs.
So you're using your dash action to go to the closest stairs?
Yep.
All right. You're able to get up a good ways. You can see the top door. You can see the door at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And it is closed.
Okay. So not much else I can do at this point. I figure Wills has Archer well in hand.
All right. Dionysus, you are up. Sorka, you are on deck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just try to finish the guy off in front of me because he's getting way too close for comfort with that fucking sword.
Mm-hmm. Actually, it's a morning star, but still.
Or morning star, yeah. 17 hit?
That it does. They have an AC of 15.
Okay. And that is a further 6 points of damage.
Okay, good. I did not cross out prematurely. So yeah, you have your rapier down, and it like catches underneath his, like in between the armor and all the way down into his neck before pulling back. And as you do so, Tala like just rolls him off to the side. He just clatters down to the bottom of the steps in a heap.
All right, you two.
You hear movement and scattering of upstairs, and you heard just a second ago the thud of two bodies falling over the banister.
Yeah. I'll use my bonus action to stash my rapier and pick my bow back up.
If you do a acrobatics, you might be able to take it as reaction.
I'm not concerned with that.
Okay.
Because I don't have much else to do, and then start moving over towards the stairs heading up.
All right. You're able to get a little bit up the stairs, not much.
All right, and that'll be my go.
All right. Zorka.
Okay, so I'm going to move up the stairs, out through the door. Am I able to see both Dionysus and Wells?
You can kind of see Dionysus. He's blocked a little bit by the stairs, like from that angle.
Okay, but for spell purposes, I can see him.
You can see both of them, yes.
Okay.
For spell
Okay,
purposes, you have line of sight.
Okay.
Yes, kitten.
So I'm going to do a second level healing word, twinning the spell.
All right.
So that's 10 points of healing to both of you.
Much better.
And
Thank you.
then I would like that archer to make an intelligence saving throw.
All right. Just letting you know, you can tell that that archer is injured. Some, if you wanted to do that.
Okay, well then go ahead. Yeah, let's make it a wisdom saving throw.
All right, roll your damage.
So that's 6 points of damage.
He is still alive, but he looks very unwell.
Oh, I guess you're gonna make him well.
And is that your turn?
That is my turn.
On to Tala.
So Tala will probably need to use the bonus action dash to get up to this prone archer.
Yes.
Okay. So
Stabbing at him gives him advantage
advantage. Okay.
because the person is still prone.
Okie doke.
Don't roll a 1.
Oh yes. That is a 22.
So as Tala sprints up, he actually starts sliding, and he drops his sword to the ground, and it skitters on the stone slabs that make up this particular floor, and it skitters right into the archer's shoulder, up across his chest, and down most of his body. And then Tala turns and looks to Wells, holding out his hand with the shield, holding out his shield arm. His hand, the bar for the shield, just hold out to you. Need a hand, Mr. Wells? Tala has a kill count of 2. Wells, it's your turn.
Okay, so take half my movement to get back up.
I will say that it will take only a quarter because Tala is going to help you.
So I guess technically 7, since that's half of 15.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you said that the archer that came down with me is now prone?
No. The archer that came down with you is now dead.
Oh.
Tala like slit across like his shoulder, chest. Like he got royally fucked up.
Okay.
Both of your compatriots made sure that person was not going to do anything.
Okay. And so am I like down at the bottom of the stairs now, or?
No, you are about 25 feet from the bottom of the steps.
Okay.
From the bottom of the closest set of steps. At their closest, there is 15 feet between them. At the farthest, it's about 25 feet.
Okay, and then is there any other enemies still around that I can see?
None that you can see.
Okay. Like, where do I see like the others? Like, where? Like, who do I?
You see you see Tala right next to you. At the steps moving up, you see Dionysus. To the left of the steps, moving towards you, you see Sorka. And you currently do not see Justice.
Okay.
But from your position, you can see two sets of spiral staircases near the top of the steps.
Okay. Like, does it look like Dionysus and them are going up the stairs, or?
Yes, Dionysus is making his way up the steps.
Then, yeah, I would follow Dionysus up the stairs.
All right. Are you going to do just your regular movement, or are you going to take your action and dash?
Dash.
All right. You're able to get to just shy of the top of the steps.
Okay. And then. Okay, then, yeah, I guess if that's the case for my. Yeah, I guess that'll be it since I used my action to dash.
All right. There are some movements happen during the bad guys' turns. Because I'm assuming Justice is still doing a pursuit, correct?
Mm-hmm. That I am.
All right. You're able to make it to the top of the steps with your remaining with only 10 feet.
Okay. So then, and this door, does it
This is
swing toward me?
this is a wooden door that will push inward.
Okay. Does it look like it might have locking mechanism?
It does, but as you get close, you realize that the door is not fully closed.
Beauty. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is roll into the room. So I guess that's an acrobatics roll.
Yep.
And aim and see if there's any targets to fire.
Make your acrobatics.
12.
12. All right. Unfortunately, that does not pose disadvantage on the held shots.
Mm-hmm.
So the two archers
Mm-hmm.
will miss, thankfully for you. And there is a crossbow bolt from another target. That will miss.
Okay.
And there is one more shot at you.
Oh, Jesus. Fuck.
That will hit with a natural 20.
Ow.
I have it pulled up right now. What is the damage die for Ray of Frost.
Good question.
I think it's a D6.
I think so as well. Give me 1 second. Spells. Ray of Frost. Come on. Anytime. There we go. Da-da-dum-dum-dum. D8.
Right, a lot of cantrips do D8s.
Yeah. And my speed will be reduced by 10 feet at the start of my next turn. Unless the cast is 5th level or higher.
Not 5th level or higher, thankfully.
Okay.
And that is 13 damage.
Ay-yoy.
As they... You are in a master suite.
Oh, fuck
There
me.
is a table that has a lot of stuff on it, but the thing that's currently very imposing on top of that table is a gnome with a heavy crossbow. And just a little bit behind the gnome, there is a high elf. That is the one that casts the spell.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And there are the other 2 archers.
Well.
And there's a brute in here.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Who is 5 feet. Like, there's 5 feet in between you and the brute. So, not in melee range yet.
Yeah, no. I yelp really loudly and dive back. Use my action to dive back through the door.
Make me a athletics check.
Another 12.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, Jesus, Murphy. Of course, now I get the natural 20.
Okay, so
26.
do the bad news or the good news?
Good news first.
It's only a D4.
Okay.
Bad news is you are down 10 feet.
I'm down the stairs 10 feet. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
The acrobatics is how athletically can you get into the... And your roll kind of made it so you kind of half forgot that this is a spiral staircase.
Yeah.
Luckily, your dex, you were able to like spread out your wings some and catch yourself, but in that process, you do take 3 damage.
Oh, I am so hurting right now.
Hey, it was going to be, if you didn't get it, it was going to be a D4 for every 5 feet that you roll down the stairs.
Uh-huh.
And that is a 25-foot spiral staircase.
Yeah.
So that could have hurt.
Yeah. So I make sure that everybody downstairs hears me.
Oh yeah. The initial ah! Fuck. And I'm going to properly roll in their initiatives.
Are we keeping the same initiatives?
We're keeping the same initiatives. I'm just rolling in the caster and the other person.
Mm-hmm.
New full initiative is archers at 23 plus. Justice at 23 minus.
They have better decks than I do?
Yeah,
Fuck.
barely. The reason they're not doing more damage is other reasonings. Barely. They also rolled a nat 20.
Okay, yeah.
And that was the differential point, is they got a nat and you did not.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have a better dex, but they rolled that nat 20. So
Yeah. No, that's that
Dionysus,
Yes.
what is your dexterity?
My dex is 16. It's plus
Okay.
3.
I have to. A lot of people got really close to what you already have. Brutes at 3. Okay. So we have the new full initiative order. So that was Justice's turn.
well, that was from last round, was it not?
That was you going up the stairs.
Yeah.
They all prepared actions at the end of their turns
Okay.
for next person that comes in, because we're all in here. Next person we come in, we're all firing something at them.
Mm-hmm.
You dashed in, took a barrage of everyone preparing actions,
Yeah.
and then you dashed back out, which was your turn.
Okay.
Now it is the halfling's turn, who is going to drop his crossbow and pull out a short sword and put on a shield.
Okay.
Dionysus. It'll take your standard movement to get to the landing at the top of the steps.
Okay, and I'll be able to see some of the enemies.
Nope. You
No.
have to go up the spiral staircase still.
Okay.
If you dash, you can be at just outside the doors.
Yeah, I'm just gonna dash then.
Are you taking the staircase to your left, which is the closest? Or are you going to
Probably.
be a little bit farther down the steps and take the one to the right?
I'll take the left.
Okay. You do not see Justice as you're going up these steps,
Okay.
but you do see a fully closed door in front of you. It's about 10. It's about almost a full rotation, but you can still see it.
That's fine. And then, well, no, I don't have any bonus action I can ready. Cool.
Is that you?
Yep, that'll be me.
Awesome. The caster on their turn is going to do his action. No one's in the room to be able to see it. Sorka, you are up. Wells, you are after Tala.
Okay, so did I hear like which side of everything that the yelps from Justice.
Yes, that would be the right side, which is the farther side away from you.
Okay, I'll just move my way up and dash as far as I can towards where I heard Justice.
With your dax action, you can get line of sight on Justice. You're about
Okay,
10 feet away from her, but
10 feet. 10 feet is good. I will see. I was assuming that Justice was very hurt, so I like, and I'm running low, guys. So so
You're
yeah,
wondering how I'm actually still alive.
so I can't do a whole lot. So that's 7 points.
7 it is. That's still a heck of a lot better than what I had.
And yeah, that's all I can do because that's a bonus action. So
yeah.
Okay.
Tala could use all of his movement and probably get to someone in combat. Because Tala can move in a full turn 90 feet. Action, bonus action, and movement. All of it can be movement.
okay, so I'm thinking Tala just tries to get just to the landing outside the door and not like running up against
Which side? The left or the right? Same side
like
you were on, or the same side that Dionysus went up?
the one with the open. The door is still open. Is the door still open where
The one that
Justice was?
Yes, that door is still open.
So yeah, towards that door. Like, so yeah, I would say like going towards where we heard Justice crying out.
As he gets to that top of the step area, he's able to see into the room.
And shield.
And unfortunately, Wizard has their turn.
Yeah.
Had their prepared action. Luckily, the wizard missed.
Whew.
And you see a bolt of frost just splash on the wall behind Tala.
Okay.
Wells,
That's it.
it is your turn. The
Okay.
staircase that the spiral staircase that you were closest to is the one marked left. The one that Dionysus went past you and up.
Okay, and then it would take full movement or movement and dash to get up there.
It'd take your full movement to get up to the door.
Okay.
And I'd say that you could open the door or attempt to open the door after getting up to it.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, if that's the case, could I get. If I get up to, like, next to the door, let's see.
That door is currently closed.
But it's not locked or anything, right?
That you know of. You'd have to try the door.
Okay, like, could I be, like, not in front of the door, but, like, right next to the door?
The door is the same width as this hallway.
So there's no way to, like, stand beside it or anything?
Nope, the only way that you can get out of line of sight is to start going down the steps. Yeah, if you open the door, you will be in line of sight of everyone.
And it took all of my movement to get up to the door, right?
All of your base movement, yes. You are still a warlock. It'll be a free action to test the door. And if it is unlocked, I will let you open the door as part of that free action. If it is not unlocked, then you can continue with that on your turn as a part of your action if you would like. Are you testing the door?
Yeah.
It is unlocked. You can open the door if you'd like as part of your free action.
Okay. If I remember right, when it comes to like drinking potions, is that an action or a bonus action?
Drinking potions is an action for now. Later on, it'll turn to a bonus action, and the rogues that have that as a bonus action now, later on would turn into a free action to drink one potion.
Okay, is this door also a sliding one, or is it
Nope,
one you have
it's
to
hinged
like this way towards me, or would
away
it
from
be?
you.
Okay. Actually, if that's the case, instead of opening the door, I heard what happened with Justice, right?
You're pretty sure you understand of like that there's a lot of pain on the other side of that door because
Okay.
you just heard all you heard was Justice yelling out and screaming, and then the sounds of the obvious sounds of someone semi falling down a spiral staircase. But you have not seen her, so you have no idea how that all went down, and there is no windows on these doors.
Okay. If that's the case, let's see. Yeah. Could I ready an attack if I see that the door is open? There's like someone hostile in front of me. Like I would assume that if somebody opens the door, they would be within range of me, right?
That is correct. You could do that.
Then, yeah, basically wait and ready an attack if someone gets within range, opens the door, and they're hostile.
All right. On to the brute's turn. We have just one brute. High, low. The brute moves up to Tala. And we'll swing at him.
Okay.
And we'll miss him. Now on to the archers. Unfortunately, they only have one target. Luckily, the brute does cause some cover, which is very handy. That is the archer's turn. Justice, you are up. The halfling is on deck.
Okay. And we're looking at. Can I see the archers from where I'm at?
No. You are partially down the stairs. You can see a brute right up next to Tala, though.
Then I'm going to make a point of taking out said brute.
All right.
I do not want Tala to be any more injured than absolutely necessary, i.e., not.
No pancakes.
Okay.
I believe you remember the armor class.
So that's +4. That's an 18.
That hits.
Okay. So that's a D8 plus 14 points of damage. And that's 21 points of damage.
How do you have so much?
Gotta love the sharpshooter.
Right.
-5 to hit, plus 10 damage.
So yeah, do you move up the steps at all before taking your shot?
Yeah.
The full 10 to be right behind Tala, or just enough to be able to get a fairly clean line of sight on him?
I don't really need line of sight, but I want to pull attention to me.
So you actually get right up behind Tala with say don't move, and you actually rest your wrist and pinky on his shoulder, draw back and fire point blank into this dude, like right through his throat.
Nice.
And Tala looks a little scared because, arrow just flew right past head. Friendly, but it's a moment.
Yes.
Even the most skilled, only hardened, like veteran,
Years
like
of battles.
15 level kind of warrior can handle that. He's 12. Motherfucker's gonna have PTSD, I swear to God. But yeah, the brute is dead.
Good.
Is that your turn? You do still see halfling, high elf, and 2 archers.
Considering the fact I really can't do anything else, I'm gonna. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm using Tala as a shield.
All
Well,
right.
Tala's armor class is a little bit better than mine. Not by much. But if they want to get at me, it's going to be significantly harder for them.
The halfling is going to put his sword in his hand for a second, draw a dagger, and throw it at Tala as he steps to in front of, as he steps to the edge of the table. He's going to hit Tala.
Oh, fuck.
Five.
Okay.
Tala needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
10.
As the blade hits into, skitters off of his shoulder and just flies wildly, he winces a bit and shakes it off. Luckily, the wound not taking hold as he stands brave in the sight of a knife being thrown at him. That is their turn. Dionysus, you are up. Caster is on deck. The wizard.
Cool. Yeah, so I move up to that door.
Okay, it is closed.
I open it.
All right. In this room, it's a very nice looking room. Worse for wear. It looks like multiple people have been sleeping in it, and they just don't care about this place that much. You see a halfling standing on a table, a high elf, obviously a caster of some kind, and 2 archers. And if you move into the room at all and look to your left, you will see. Sorry, no, move into the.
Yeah, I went up the left stairs, so looking to my right.
Yeah, move into the room and looking to your right, you would see a dead brute.
Well, I see a caster, so I just immediately take aim at them.
All right. And the caster is a high elf. Just keeping that in mind.
Nah, yeah.
I know you don't
Right
care
now,
at the moment.
Right now, that does not matter. Action is happening, so I'm going to try and take out a significant threat. So longbow. That is a nat 20.
Ooh, this is gonna hurt. So you max
So
out your
that's
first die.
So that's 11 plus. Okay, 17 points of damage.
He is still standing,
Yeah, I
but
know.
he is bloodied.
So another hit from either one of us, and he goes down.
Yeah, there I go. Appears I'm late to the party. And I can't bonus action with that. Okay, yeah, that'll be my go.
All right, I have to pull up a quick thing.
That thing is making my nose hurt
Mm-hmm.
because of the suns.
Time to.
But I don't want it to make a crater.
I have to make an attack roll, don't I? Yep. Dionysus. You see this, lightly robed individual turn for a second, and he holds up his ring for a second. It catches the light from the window, and as he pulls it down, he forms a ball in his hand of fire
Oh boy.
before passing it to his dominant hand and hurling it at you.
Firebolt
Chromatic
or
orb.
fireball? Oh, chromatic orb.
Those are always fun.
What's your armor class again? I'm not currently on that page.
16, but does it look like pretty erringly towards me?
It looks like it's got a good path. It's not a crit, I'll give you that.
You really shouldn't be playing with fire. And let's -4 from that attack roll.
You are so fucking lucky. As you say that, as the words come out of your mouth and you start ducking, the orb literally jumps up a little bit and splashes on the stone above your head.
Nice.
And he looks to you and in Elven says, "Another caster. This will be fun." Out of curiosity, just want to double check, Dionysus, you are planning on doing what we are thinking of you doing for your class, right?
Yeah, I am still constructing it. The base for you to go over.
You are within line of sight of this person. I need you to make a Arcana check.
Arcana. I don't do that very often. Okay, cool. 16.
16. Cool. I have to send you a direct message real quick. While I'm typing this out, Sorka, you are up.
Okay, so from where I am I able to see that this caster got hit, or
You cannot currently see the caster
okay.
from your position. You'll have to go up the stairs more. Because if I'm correct, you are not at the top of the steps.
No. Okay. So I wouldn't know that. So I am just going to move up the steps to where I can be within reach of justice. And I'm just going to put a hand on her shoulder. And you now have guidance.
So guidance gives me a what exactly again?
It gives you a D4 added to an ability check. Yeah, one ability check of your choice.
An ability check. Okay.
Yep. So I think that's all. Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't have any more second level spell slots. So that's the best that I can do. If you have to make an ability check, it will give you an extra D4 to that.
Okay.
From your position, I'm pretty sure you'd be able to see the caster, correct?
If I can see, likely yes.
No. Sorka. Are you going to be trying to see into the room as well?
Yeah.
All right. I need you to make a Arcana check.
Okay.
As you look over this caster.
14.
To the best of your knowledge, only you can see this.
Okay. Okie doke. Okay, so that's my turn.
On to Tala.
Okay, so
Tala
stepping over.
can reasonably make it to any enemy in this room with just base movement. Well, any enemy except for the archer at the far corner.
Okay, so we have
You have a halfling standing on a table, wearing pretty hefty armor.
okay.
You have a high elf caster, and you have a archer in the far corner, in the corners directly across from you.
Okay, and so I'm gonna probably go after the caster.
You're gonna have him go after the caster?
Yep.
All right.
So that's a 23 to hit.
That will hit. And that means that they take 10 points of damage. They are still standing. Look very unwell.
And then again, just move my shield in front of me as Tala moving.
All right.
They're shielded. Yeah.
Wells.
Okay, so I can see all the enemies in
You
that
can see
room.
all the enemies in the room, and you can make it to one archer. You could make it to the caster, or you can make it to the halfling.
The caster.
All right.
And yeah, I'll attack him.
All right, swing away.
Dirty 20.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh god.
Oh, that does not sound good.
Oh Jesus. 6.
As you prepare to swing, you actually catch him at the front of his robe, look him in the eye, and everyone hears in a voice that is not your own, "This will be a fine feast." As you then plunge the handguard of your sword into his throat, and the blood splashing all over your hand, the handguard, the crossguard, all of it. And as he drops to the ground, and you look over the rest of the people in the room, everyone sees that your eyes are a sanguine red, like the color of freshly spilled pool of blood.
Oh boy.
I need you to make a spell attack, Eldritch Blast, at one of the archers.
Ooh, nice. Let's see.
Yes, nice. Totally.
25 to hit.
Cool. Awesome. What is your max damage possible?
It's a D10, so 10.
Do you not have the evocation of your so 10 damage?
Yep.
You see Wells flip the sword up. Out of curiosity, the stone on your sword, is that the pommel or in the crossguard?
I think according to the mini that I made, I believe I had it where.
It's in the crossguard?
Yeah.
All right.
Like,
So, do you want to keep it as where the mini says, or do you want to move it?
I think keep it where I had it on the mini.
Okay. So, the rest of you see Wells spin the blade up and point the stone at this person, and a massive bolt fires from it. And all people who are casters, you feel a little bit of crackling. Like you feel crackling in the air.
So even a part caster like me then.
You feel it, but not as heavily. All right. It is now the archers' turns. And both of them are going to fire at Wells because Wells just did some freaky fucking shit. Neither of them hit.
Confidence a little bit lacking, I'm guessing.
Justice, you are up.
Okay. Caster's down, right?
The caster is down.
Okay, so my main target is down because I wanted a piece of that. I'm debating. Do I guarantee take out an archer, or do I go after this mystery person? You know what? I'm going after the archer.
Which one?
Are either one of them injured?
One of them is, yes.
I'm going after the other one.
Okay, the uninjured? Okay.
Okay, and we are looking at 14.
14 hits.
Okay. So if I remember correctly, 15 is the minimum I can do. So
Yep, as your arrow flies out, it catches him like in the chest, and he backs up into the wall, knocking over a shelf and toppling to the ground.
okay. With my what am I gonna do? Well, I'm no longer gonna use Tala as a shield, so I'm gonna get around and up and into the room.
Well, Tala is no longer a shield. Tala moved up.
Oh, that's true. Okay, then I can stay right where I am.
All right, is that your turn?
Yep, that is.
All right, on to the halfling's turn. And he is going to take 2 swings at Tala. Actually, he's going to take 1 swing at Tala and 1 swing at Wells. First swing is at Tala, which will miss. Second swing is at Wells, which will hit. And as he swings, you see the short sword start to crackle a little bit with energy. Like that same crackling feeling that you feel, you see it on his sword.
Oh, boy.
And he will deal 8 points of damage to you. Oh, sorry. 9. 9 points of damage. Because of the sword is the sword. Are you still standing?
Yeah, barely.
Okay. That is the halfling's turn. Dionysus, you are up.
All right. So who's all still standing in this room?
There is the halfling, who looks half frenzied right now. And there is a archer at the far corner, like directly across from you.
Okay. Halfling is. Yeah, we'll shift focus to the halfling.
Okay. What are you using?
Longbow.
Okay.
I'm still at the doorway.
Okay.
18 to hit.
Meats.
All right. You're a tough bastard. For 10 points of damage.
For 10?
Yep.
All right. As a additional note, now that you're able to properly focus on him, he looks like underneath that armor that he is wearing fairly nice clothing. While it is not well maintained, it was probably not that long ago considered as higher fashion.
All right.
I also need you to give me a Arcana check.
21. Awesome.
That's your turn. The wizard is dead. The caster is dead. Sorka, you're up.
Okay. Now that this person is injured, I would like them to make me a wisdom saving throw.
As they make a wisdom saving throw, I need you to roll me a D100.
Magic is about to get wonky.
51.
51. Roll your damage for your spell.
Okay.
A spectral shield now hovers near you for the next minute. You gain a +2 to your armor class and immunity to magic missile. A spectral shield that looks like it is made of petals, like dark petals, is just floating near you. The petals are circling and shifting.
Okay. Yeah, I did a whole 1 point of damage.
The person is still standing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and you said +2, right?
+2.
Okay. And that's my turn.
All right. Tala is up.
I whisper to Tala, go after the archer.
Tala
Okay,
is
I
in
will.
melee combat range with the halfling that I'm
Is-
pretty sure all of you can assume is the Duke.
Yep. Okay, well, if he's in melee, I'm not going to say anything.
Okay, then I will attack the person that's in front of me.
All right.
So that is an 18 to hit.
Meets beats.
Whew, okay. 10 damage then.
The blade skitters across his torso a good bit, and he winces and yells out, but is still standing.
And then I think Tala will just growl.
All right. Wells, you are up.
And yeah, he'll definitely attack the halfling that just attacked him.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Of course.
Yeah.
Regular?
Huh?
Regular?
Yep, regular. You were not expecting it originally, so that was a disadvantage. You are now expecting this going on.
Yeah, same number as last time, 6.
6. Make a Eldritch Blast attack at the archer.
Oh, okay. Ooh, nice. 23?
23 hits. Roll damage.
7 damage.
7. You heal for 3.
Oh, okay. And then what about the halfling? Like, can I still attack it or no?
No. You are currently hearing in your head, I will absorb the life of everything I can in here. And you're also hearing, for the first time, a second voice. Sounds very familiar. You heard it a second ago. Say, this is going to be quite interesting.
Oh, God.
You can. Do you have any bonus actions that you can perform?
Yeah, no.
All right. Luckily, the DC isn't that high, but unfortunately, you've been rolling low on that.
Hmm.
No brutes alive. No, the archer is still barely alive. Um, who knows this? Who knows the language that he's going to be screaming out in? Oh, no one. No one present understands what he says, but the archer yells out something, drops his bow, and is going to sprint towards the uh, door past Dionysus. He's going to be trying to sprint past Dionysus and Sorka. It is up to you if you want to make attacks of opportunity. He looks scared.
This is the archer.
This is the archer. He has dropped his bow. Like he tossed it behind him as he is running. He yelled something at the halfling, but you're not sure what.
You're on your own.
Um,
Are you gonna let him by without making it? He's not worried about.
Yeah.
He's not thinking about like making a strategic shot. He is sprinting.
yeah, I'm letting him pass by.
Sorka, he is gonna be passing by you.
Yeah, I'm letting him pass by. I mean, the only thing I might do is put my foot out and see if I can trip him.
Make me a athletics check at disadvantage.
14.
14. He does make it past your foot. He accidentally like bumps you into the wall a little bit as he's sprinting down the stairs. And like he like waves his hands up like in a like sorry and says something in a language you don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really trying to hurt him. I was just trying to slow him down a little bit, maybe, if it worked, but it was like,
Yeah, he gets to the bottom of the spiral staircase on for his turn. Justice, you're up.
Uh-huh. Let's see what we can roll here. Oh, by 1. 23.
That hits. You guessing scimitars, or are you shooting at him?
Oh, shooting. I do far more damage with my longbow. Even though I rolled a 1. 15 points of damage.
He is still standing.
Okay, I can't do anything else at this point in time, so next.
On to his turn. He is going to disengage and move into like the middle of the room and look at all of you and say, "If I surrender, will you let me live?"
Doubtful.
What would the authorities do? Oh, hold on. Aren't we going to be the authorities? Make it worth it.
I'll show you all of my trade routes.
Could be interesting depending on what merchandise is being traded. Because if it's slaves, it's you're dead.
I'll show you where all the contracts are. Iron, copper, silver, salt, weapons, food.
It's up to you guys. I'm just here as help.
I look back to Sorka.
What else do you have to offer? And I'm going to let my eyes flash.
My contacts.
How many?
What kind of contacts actually would be, I think, important.
That too.
5. One of them works with the shipping manifests. Most run mining operations.
What are you going to do if we let you live? What are your plans for the future, I mean?
If you let me walk, I'll leave.
You're not leaving with anything valuable, though.
We need a guarantee that you won't come after this barony, anyone associated with it in the future. You leave, you have no contact with anyone here going forward. We don't want to even hear about your existence.
I will head to one of the other baronies.
How can we even trust? How can we even trust you, knowing that you deal with slaves? How do we know you're not going to try and betray us and backstab us?
We don't.
If you let me live, I will tell of the virtue of you lot and how you treat those that surrender themselves to you.
I know I don't have any say in this, but killing in cold blood for me is no.
I am always willing to give mercy, so I don't know that I should be making any decisions in this either.
Well, I already know Wells's answer to this. Show us where the important documents are stored. After that, you have 30 minutes to gather anyone interested in leaving. There will be new rules. They will not be allowed to do anything that they are used to. Things will change around here. You will be allowed to gather some men and you will immediately leave these lands.
Men, not equipment.
Basic survival.
Travel provisions, enough to at least get me to the next encampment to continue making my way out.
We won't send you out to die, but note that we will be monitoring your progress out of these lands.
He shuts off his shield, drops his sword, reaches back and pulls out 2 more daggers and drops them to the ground. I'm in your care.
Can we make sure that he has no magic on him?
Yeah, I'll pop a quick detect magic.
Make a intelligence saving throw.
Yikes.
Intelligence save. Those are not my best. 15.
Minor twinge of a headache, nothing bad. His sword is magical. And there is a pendant around his neck that is magical.
Can I determine the school of magic on the pendant?
Yes, just give me a second. Wrong area, wrong area, wrong area. It's not a first level? What the hell? Third level spell. Cool. It is divination and divination. All divination.
What does your pendant do?
Helps me with communication.
I'm gonna insight that. Uh, 13.
You do believe that he's telling the truth.
That sword is staying here.
Understood?
Communication with whom?
Everyone.
Including your contacts? Is that how you get in touch with them?
No.
I'm not comfortable leaving him with it.
Without it, my conversations with you are going to be lengthy.
You don't speak a language that we understand, do you?
Doubtful.
Oh, I
Okay.
really okay.
Now that's interesting. Where would you be from that you don't speak any of the common languages around?
I hail from Sukaro. I hail from Suka.
And I'm guessing that's a unique piece.
I've seen others that I traveled with have them. I made a deal and was able to obtain this one.
Yeah, that would be useful, definitely. But it would make his life significantly more challenging without it.
I will not be able to survive without it.
Mm-hmm.
Show us the records.
Yeah.
And call off the rest of these men.
Odds are the last man that I had up here has already told everyone to flee.
I want them gathered up.
If they'll listen to me anymore.
Well, then we will also need a list of who they are so that we can keep tabs on them.
Well, I think it'll be easy because they won't be able to communicate with anyone. They communicate through him. They will have to come to him eventually.
If they
Or
ever
they're
want to-
living
if
out.
they ever choose to work with me again.
What other choice do they have?
Yeah.
Wilds?
Probably would be their best bet. As he's talking, he's starting to undo the armor that he's wearing.
All right.
Did anything interesting pop on the body of the caster?
That's where your headache came from. Nothing else.
It's just the chaos.
Yes, but you're also feeling some of that in another place. I'll let you assume where it is.
Possibly the other voice that we heard.
No, none of you heard those two voices.
You said at the very beginning, we all heard. This is going to be interesting.
Yes, but only
Different voices.
Yeah, the
Okay.
two voices that Wells heard one of them and then heard the second one in his head.
Okay.
Let's clean these up.
Yeah, I think letting his henchmen go, as I said, they're not going to be able to really do anything other than live in the wilds. They have no way of communicating.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on them, and either we will find their way out of our barony.
He starts moving back towards the table and moves some of the papers around, dusting off some from the boot marks. These have this is the list of my main contacts that I'm supposed to speak with within the next month. This is a manifest of the next few ships that should be passing through the area. This is a list of where I have done mining supplies. Most of those are tapped at this point. I was going to be moving the resources to find new mines.
How did you pay for all this?
There was a storehouse of acquired treasure that was left here before I showed up. The locks were a bit difficult, but with enough persistence, I was able to open them.
Is there anything left?
Yes.
Good.
I assume all those ships that will be coming in are going to be looking for payment for goods.
Yes.
Okay.
The list of ships is just a shipping manifest. I would normally attempt to do trade with them, weapons or raw materials. I'm
Excellent.
down
And
to some weapon trade, but not much. I did not want to dip into the stores.
any contracts you have on the citizens here, we need those.
They're held in the lockbox over in the corner. The key is here, and he drops it on the table.
Want me to go check it out?
Be my guest.
Okay. Any traps that I should be worried about?
No.
Okay. I take the key just to be on the safe side. Trust but verify. Do I do investigation or perception to make sure that investigation? Ick. Yeah. Okay. At least it wasn't a 1. 8.
You don't notice any drops on it.
Yeah. Okay. Then I try and unlock it, open it up, and see what we've got.
As you unlock it using the key, you hear a extra. You turn it most of the way, and you hear one click, and then you continue turning it, and you hear a second click. And as you lift it open, you see that there is a rune inside, but it looks to be deactivated temporarily.
So no traps.
Not with the key.
Not without the key.
Without the key, it would burn all the papers inside.
Okay.
Nothing to harm anyone, just old trick of the trade.
Okay.
Excellent. So, provisions for yourself. Do you have a horse?
Yes.
Do you have a tent?
Yes.
Rations, basic survival gear.
Yes. Already packed up. Just have to mount the horse. I just have to set the horse and ride.
And the weapons he dropped, it was a magical sword and 2 daggers.
Yes, and there is a heavy crossbow just sitting on the table. He does have. He also did drop a quiver of bolts.
Mm-hmm.
Permission to take.
Are you able to use one of these? And I pull out my non-magical rapier.
I'm not proficient with it.
Hmm.
Permission to just take the crossbow and my bolts.
I look to the others.
I'm good with it.
Okay, crossbow.
He takes it, slings it over his shoulder. We're not wearing armor, but I assume that you would not let me leave with it.
What armor was it?
Half plate.
You know.
Do we have any spare leather armor?
Yeah. I was thinking the same.
You do not have any leather armor in your set that is sized for a halfling.
Do you have any personal funds on you?
spare stack of silver in my in a coin purse over by my bed.
I hand him. What do I hand him?
Do you check his coin purse?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Equivalent of 3 gold.
So it is all silver.
It's all
Then-
silver. There's like a couple copper pieces
Yeah.
in there, but nothing. No gold.
I put 3 gold in the coin purse and toss it over to him.
Mighty generous, my lord. And he
It'll ensure you don't starve. And able to buy passage if you need it.
I think we need to find out too, like, what he knows of the slavers, just because of what we know.
all the documents were written up and stamped by me. All of my contacts are under the pretense of contracts. There are 5 contracts that I kept and made the rest myself.
To be honest, those actions are disgusting to us, and one of the reasons we made such haste here. But your influence will not be felt here anymore. Do not attempt any such actions, because if we run across it in the future, our mercy will find an end.
Understood.
Okay. So
If you run across any of your men, encourage them to leave post haste and not try to stir up trouble in these lands.
Understood.
Is there anything else we should be aware of?
The man in the robes that you killed was a distant down lineage, but he was of noble heritage originally. Now, I'd suggest a proper burial. He only worked for me because I paid him well.
Was he originally from these lands?
No.
Where does he hail from?
The Palandro Expanse.
Understood. Now go before we change our minds.
Thank you, my lord. And he calmly walks out the room, but halfway down the steps, you hear him start running.
I think he was about to shit himself.
okay, what was this expanse that
The Palandro Expanse, you know, is a huge archipelago region.
Mhm.
It is surrounded by access to the Great Sea, the Astral Sea. There are well over 100 islands in the Expanse
Okay.
that are inhabited, and even more that are either undiscovered or uninhabited or uninhabitable. There is a college in the Palandro Expanse that a lot of great leaders send their kids to.
Mm-hmm.
And there are many houses that live within the expanse.
Okay. Does anybody here have any knowledge of what would be considered a proper burial? I'd rather not have family come back and cause trouble.
Yeah, if you can let me know the rites that I need to do, I'm happy to perform them.
With some study, you could probably figure out the rights. Though, give me a history check.
Can I do one as well, considering?
Yeah, both Sorka and Dionysus, give me history checks.
Dirty 20.
14.
Both of you understand that the burial rites for a person from the Belandro Expanse could be vast. Dionysus, you're pretty sure that whatever you do would probably be considered as wrong for whatever house this person initially came from, as long as their body is handled well and buried properly, is what the halfling would be hinting at. There's too many options for burial rites, as long as it's done right.
Okay.
Sorka, do you have access to gentle repose?
I do not at this moment.
Unfortunate. Oh well. Tomorrow we can arrange a small, mostly unmarked graveyard for those that lost their lives here today. Until then.
And would we be keeping it on the property here?
Slightly off, and it's not meant for viewing. No one here cares.
It's not so much viewing as warning. As in, don't mess with us. We'll
I
treat
don't
your
wish
dead.
to be too distasteful to the dead. Most of these men were doing a job.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They weren't in the right, but to them they were.
Even the villain feels they're the hero in their story. Okay. Well, I start getting all the various bodies and taking them to an area where we can make sure that they are out of the way.
I do want to investigate the caster's body before we move him at all. So.
Give me that investigation.
22.
22. There is a signet ring that he was wearing on a chain around his neck. You don't recognize the signet. You also see that there is a handful of crudely made potions about his pockets. Looks to be a tea of some kind.
Interesting. Have to identify those later.
There's also, like, he has, like, bits of food and drink and stuff like that, and they all seem to have a very similar connection across them. They all look to have petals.
They wouldn't happen to be nightshade petals, would they?
Of a onyx color, yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stash all of that within my jacket
All right.
to preserve it as well as possible until more investigation can be done.
He also had a fairly ornate dagger on him. Not magical, just fancy. Looks to be masterworked.
Fancy dagger. We'll sort through weapons and armor and everything that we've gotten. I do set that dagger and the magical sword off to the side, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. By the way, yeah, the sword's just pings, just magical. Nothing special.
Probably just a +1.
You also notice in the room that, like, as you're moving around, you see underneath the bed, like the main bed of the halfling, there is a box, like a metal box, and it has a logo carved into the side of it.
Do we recognize the logo at all?
Yep.
Oh, fun.
Okay.
Is
For
it
those-
locked?
It is unlocked.
Unlocked.
It's unlocked.
Do any of you care if I open this?
What does that icon on it actually mean? For
You notice that's the same icon that was on the lockbox back at the bar.
okay. Yes, let's have a look. See.
By the way, this box is a little bit bigger than the last one. Like a good bit bigger than the last one.
Well, before the hard labor, yeah, let's take a look.
You open it up.
I check for traps real quick.
Roll me an investigation.
18.
18. You do not find any traps on it. You also do see the markings of magic on this box. You're pretty sure this is the same box, just magically altered.
Curious. Let's see what they sent us this time.
As you open it up, you see that there is a note taped on the inside. Like a letter taped on the inside.
Okay.
Is it addressed to anyone?
Yes. Addressed to Dark Justice.
Okay.
You
So
also
then,
see a very nice looking bow inside.
ooh. Okay. Well, I'll read it first, read the note first, and then see what else we have.
Let's see here. I'm going to type the message over to you really quickly.
Okay. She really likes that.
Seems Sam has gotten goodies for our friend here.
No. This is not Sam.
That's my assumption.
Yeah.
This was what I paid for. Well, it explains the size of the box being a little bit larger than before.
Yes. That is a letter. There's also a business card. At the that is sealed. Like there's a bit of wax between the business card and the paper.
Okay.
But you could pull the card off.
Mm-hmm. It's the same business card as before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So I completely understand that. So then I take out the other bow. I put my bow in there, and I close the box.
All right. What do you do with the box?
Considering the fact that it just appeared here, may as well put it back where it was.
Okay.
So I examine my bow.
It's shiny. It's a little bit lighter than your last one.
Okay.
And the string is a much higher quality.
Okay. Very nice. So I draw, I just see how it feels. I draw it dry and then I draw it with an arrow just to see, is there a difference?
It feels a little bit different. It feels a little bit easier to draw it back, but you feel the same weight, but it feels like it's being distributed differently.
Okay. Sounds good.
Add a +1 longbow to your inventory and remove a longbow from your inventory.
Yep. Okay. And longbow.
All right. What else do you guys do? By the way, within 10 minutes, you do hear the sounds from the like partially open window of a horse galloping.
Well,
I have a look-see to see if the box is still there or not.
The box is still there.
Okay.
shall we start scouring this place and finding anything useful and gathering it up?
Most definitely.
Moving the bodies, stripping them. And then we all need some rest. It's starting to get late.
It's starting to get early. Remember, you guys assaulted this during the nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
As you move around the manor, you realize that this room is one of 3 that is set up higher than any others. There is a courtyard built into the middle of this building. The rooms. I'll have to actually put together a map for it.
Mm-hmm.
But the grand staircases are actually they face 3 of them face the courtyard when coming in through the courtyard doors. Only one of them, which is the side of the building that does not have a like loft room, is the front. from this room, if you actually follow it around, uh, if you go through the doors on the sides, it's massive suites. While this room is fairly big, there are doors that lead off into other rooms.
Mhm.
Also, as you are going through this place, you see that some of the bodies that had been killed are no longer there, and you are finding this place is empty. There's still a good number of people, but of corpses, but you have a feeling that any of the guards that were outside came in, saw dead bodies, picked up comrades, and left.
Mhm.
This place is in fairly bad disarray, but with a good bit of hard work, you could probably get it up and functioning within a month. Not perfect, but up and working.
We can hire some of the townsfolk to help with this too.
Oh yeah, that's with hiring them.
Mhm.
I do want to specifically find the treasury tonight.
You do find it. It is hidden away underneath the uh, entrance side. There is a large steel door. It looks like it had a combination. You found the combination before finding it. Before finding the treasury. It was among
Okay.
the many papers that were on the desk.
I want to enter and take an accounting of what's there.
So you remember the amount of money that I said you earned at the Halloween?
Yeah, 3,500.
Yeah, multiply that by 5.
Okay.
That is the full treasury. That is what your that is currently what your barony has to its name. To fix up the place, I'll have to do a double check on it from
Seventeen
what the
five.
followers say, but you guys can turn this place into a castle with uh, all of the. There'll be 4 areas that you could set this place up with. You can set up with a temple base, a library. You can make this place an establishment or have establishment space, and you can fortify this place into a partial keep. So you can have all 4 and just rotate around who uses each section until you build another keep area. So that way everyone has their own keep, their own stronghold. But you can split up between 4 people currently. There are 5 standing players.
Library! Library!
So currently, the benefit ranges that you could have is uh, you can have a library for a caster. You can have a establishment for skill heavy range. You can have a keep that will work with martial specifics.
Mhm.
And you can have a religious area for warlock, or uh, you could have set up a grove, something like that. Odds are currently, if we go off of just this current party as it sits for all that are currently here, the keep would probably fall under the watch of justice. The establishment section would fall under the watch of Dionysus. The altar area would fall under the watch of Wells, and the library would be falling under Sorka. if you want to give the military basing to Azaraith temporarily, depending on how that goes, we will all talk about that more offline.
Well, considering that I was not initially part of the agreement, okay, it's obviously yes, it's Azaraith would be the logical person for the
Yeah,
key.
you and Azaraith might be working closely together.
Yeah, that works for me. As long as there's ranged weaponry, I'm good.
So you're currently, excuse you are currently moving towards the 6th day of Renderos. Which is the 3rd month of the year. Little over a week is the Day of New Scrolls, which is a reasonable holiday within the Red Lotus. If you want to mark this day, you can. When you remove the Duke, but you could also hold it off until you actually properly establish. The end of your downtime range, if you push it out to its farthest stint, will put you at the end of Visri, which will bring you into the beginning of summer. It'll end at the 6th day of Visri, end of the first week.
We're probably going to take as much downtime as we can. Lots of things to
Yep.
do and accomplish.
I will get with all of you on how you're all wanting to do downtime, what you're all wanting to do with it. If you want to do any interludes, if you want to just have your character focusing on building this place up, and what kind of stronghold you're going to turn this manor into. And after you guys make sure that the barony is set and established, then we will work on the organization that will be the council of this land.
Perfect.
Which, as you can start to assume, is probably going to be referred to as the barony of the Onyx Nightshade.
No issues with that name.
You know I like it.
All right. So,
Wonderful job, guys. Sorka getting Tala 2 kills.
very nice, very nice.
And surviving getting hit.
So this session was mostly combat, with a little bit of negotiations at the end.
Uh-huh.
But I'm okay with that myself. Do we have any bookkeeping for the end of the game?
Not today.
Not really, no.
All right. Well, I thank you all for watching and coming by and spending time with us. Until we meet again, which will be in 2 weeks, be well, roll safe, and enjoy the tavern.